It's that part of the school year where it's time to start picking your classes for the next school year. Whether it's happened for you already or it's coming up in the next couple of months, you want to make sure that you think strategically about the classes you pick. And one of the first things you can do is assess your strengths and your weaknesses in your subject areas. Now, this could seem simple, but it's constantly overlooked as a lot of students want to take advanced everything in order to prove that they are the best student for their dream colleges. But if you fail subjects in those advanced classes, then it's gonna look even worse. So what you wanna do is find out which subjects feel like a strength. So these are classes that you walk in and the material is easy, or it's easy to understand and requires minimal effort to learn. And then the classes you're weakest in. These are the classes where you have to put in maximum effort just to get the bare minimum understanding. So you wanna separate these classes and then choose your level of difficulty based off of that. So for example, if you are strong in math and you've always gotten A's and you do well in your math courses, then maybe you should consider taking a higher level of them. So this would mean taking maybe a college level of this course in high school. This would be AP, IB, or even the ACE program. These are college level, so they're a lot harder, but if you enjoy the subject and you do well in it, then this will be a great way to show colleges that you are challenging yourself. For the classes that you're weaker in, this doesn't mean that you just take the easiest route and move on. You want to make sure to assess how you feel about it. So if you're getting a C in a class, then maybe you don't go to the easiest level, but maybe you take an honors level course. So you won't get college credit for this course, but you will still learn a little more material than the regular class, and you'll also move at a faster pace. This will show colleges that even if you're not strongest in a subject, you're still challenging yourself a little bit. Now, if you're getting a D or an F in this subject, then maybe an honors or even college level version of that course is not a good idea. But one thing you could do is take the online version of an honors class. So you're still learning more material than the regular class, but now you can move at your own pace, but it still shows colleges that you're challenging yourself. So that's one really cool trick you can use when you're trying to pick your classes based off your strengths and your weaknesses. Hey, this is Asia from The Purpose of Prep, your one-stop shop for everything study skills, college admissions, and SAT prep. So I've already given you one tip in terms of choosing your courses for the next school year. The next thing you want to think about is your high school graduation requirements and the college requirements for the colleges you're interested in. You want to make sure that you're always meeting standards, regardless of whether you want to take a course or not. So if your high school requires 2 years of a foreign language, for example, in order to graduate, well, regardless of whether you like foreign languages or not, you want to make sure that's courses that you've taken already so that you can graduate on time. And then along with high school graduation requirements, you want to make sure that you're meeting your college's requirements. A lot of colleges have minimum amount of years they want for certain subjects. For example, some schools want a minimum of 4 years of math, 4 years of science, 4 years of history, and 4 years of language arts. Now, this varies per college, so you want to make sure you do your research. And most of them have it listed on their admission section of their websites. So before you start checking off boxes for the classes you're going to take, make sure that you have your high school graduation requirements listed and make sure you have all of the colleges that you're planning to apply to or thinking about applying to listed as well when you're picking your classes to make sure that you're not missing any requirements before it's too late. The next thing you want to think about is your future career goals. So not everyone knows what they want to do when they're in high school, and if you don't know, that's okay. Think about just taking all of the general areas that everyone takes when they're in high school. But if you do have an idea, even if it's just an interest, you don't need to be committed to it, then you want to make sure you take classes that are around that area just in case you do choose that later on. For example, if you have a dream of being a nurse and you're thinking about nursing when you go to college, then maybe you should take classes that may not be a part of your high school's requirements, but align well with the nursing career. For example, anatomy. A lot of the times anatomy is not a required science course, but it would be great if you're considering nursing and would look great on your college application. So you want to pick classes that are based around that career. So the next thing you want to think about are the extracurricular activities that you're going to be doing the next school year. Now, if you plan on being in band, orchestra, and 2 sports, you may not want to take 4 AP classes because that's not going to give you a lot of time after school to study and prepare for those exams. So make sure that you have a really good balance of your extracurriculars and your courses. And the best thing is your extracurriculars count for something as well. And the next thing you can do to make sure that you pick great classes for next school year is to also think about alternative options. Earlier I mentioned online classes. That's one way to take an advanced class, but giving yourself more time to actually learn the material. Colleges do not see online classes as a bad thing. So if you need more time but you want to have that advanced course on your schedule, then try considering taking it online. And this doesn't mean all your classes have to be online. You can do most of your classes in person and just take that one class online so that it can give you more time and you can learn it at your own pace. And there's also a lot of other alternative options like dual enrollment, which allows you to take courses at your local school instead of at your high school, which can also look great to other colleges. But if you are going to do that, just make sure that the colleges you're applying to accept the credits from that university that you will be dual enrolling at. But overall, make sure that you're choosing courses that are best for you. You don't want to overstress yourself because you're trying to look good to colleges that you want to go to. Make sure that you do all of the things that I said in this video when you pick your courses, but no matter what, make sure you do what's best for you. And the next video you're going to want to watch is this one here on the extracurricular activities you can choose to stand out to colleges. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.